All right, shalom, brothers and sisters in this truth. I'm your brother Muatu Adawam coming to you with a very brief lesson tonight entitled Jake, you didn't get the memo, obviously. Jake, you didn't get the memo, obviously. Okay? So before I get started, I'd like to start off by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the teachers, elders, apostles from Great Millstone, to the brothers out there that's putting out this truth fearlessly and faithfully daily, and to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in, Shalom. And, you know, the thing about being in this truth is this. Every teacher, every brother out there, every Akim out there, okay, is a watchman. Okay, is a watchman if they're in this truth. Okay, the real truth. Okay, so guess what we do as watchmen? We also watch each other. Okay, so this is the reason why you'll hear a lot of time the elder apostle, the elder apostles they'll come and say, they watch a brother's video, they watch an up and coming, bishop or elder video, or another brother, just some aqua, who put out a good lesson that they happen to come across. Why? Because we're all learning from each other. Okay, even though there is a structure and a hierarchy. Okay, beginning with the elders all the way down to the aqua that is doing these lessons. Okay, now we go there and we put these lessons out there, and we get out on these different platforms to try to get Jake's them out there. Like, look, Yahweh Shai love you so much, okay, that he sends his man out there who will put their life on the line to bring the truth out for you. Okay, his career and everything. And Jake them don't seem to pay attention. Now I'm gonna play two videos here because see, there's a the some interesting thing is happening right now, and Jake cannot read between the lines because a lot of these Jakes, okay, these are the same simpletons that they don't make no effort in life to do any doggone thing, okay, which is the reason why a lot of time Esau will look at you as doggone useless, okay. Now what they're not seeing is how Esau is doing this very very subtly, but he's making it acceptable, okay. Now let's bring this first one out here. Okay, and this is coming from a news headline right now. So listen to this. Check this out.
The robot workforce isn't coming, it's already here, according to CNBC's Melissa Repko. She's our retail and consumer reporter, and she joins me now. Melissa, these robots are popping up all over the place, but do they work?
Hi, Kelly. Yes. Well, companies like Buffalo Wild Wings and Sam's Club are turning to these robots to do a variety of tasks, even things like fry chicken wings and scrub the floors or scan inventories for out of stocks.
Now I'm going to pause it there for a second. Okay. Now you heard what she said. They're making these robots to scrub the floors and do deep fried chicken wings. Now who? Now let's be realistic here. Who mostly do those kind of work? It's going to be your so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans in this country that are working like that. You don't see Esau there scrubbing on the damn floor or doing any of those things. Now they might have this issue in some of these states here, where the majority of the people are Edomites, where you have a 99% Edomite population. They might not be able to find, workers to really work to do those kind of level. And I saw this actually when I was living up in New England back in the 1990s. So every time I walk into a place, a restaurant, they go, "Oh, you don't do dishwasher?" I'm like, "No, I came here to be the bartender," something like that, because automatically they associate your skin color as someone who's going to go work the low level job that nobody else wants to work. Nobody wants to scrub floor. Now, guess what? What I found out at that time, minimum wage was what? I think it was like 3.75. They were willing to pay me up to $7 to go do that job because they can find an Edomite to go do that job. So I got double minimum wage, okay? Because this is associated with low level working jobs. So it worked out for me, okay? And I worked two jobs, okay? So I did well with it, okay? So let's go back to this video again here.
So they can perform these tasks successfully, which then makes you wonder what other kinds of jobs robots might be taking in the future.
In a lot of cases, companies are looking to robots to do simple, automated, monotonous tasks. So think things like flipping a burger repeatedly or lowering chicken wings into a fryer, or scrubbing floors is a good example with automated cleaners.
What does it mean for workers? Right now, they might need robots because there aren't enough humans, but in the future, will they need humans if there's plenty of robots?
Well, more robots could mean fewer people, but the employers I spoke to emphasize that robots can take some of the stress away and perhaps some of the boring tasks.
All right, let's bring it back here. Okay, so right now, you see what they said? Okay, now Esau is bringing it out to you and saying to you, Jakes, okay, Jake, your time is up. Your time is up. We've got you now. You don't need to work anymore because we've got machines that's going to do the job. Let's go into the book of Proverbs 16, starting with verse 1, it says, the preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Shai. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai weighed the spirit. Now we know here with Esau, okay, and this is Yahweh Shemi Shai, this is bringing putting it in Esau, okay, to create these things. This, you see now the new thing now is AI. So what has Esau done in the steps he's done? He bought out this pandemic, okay? And what did that pandemic did in the last 2 years? It decimated jobs, okay? And right now, a lot of Jakes, millions upon tens of millions of Jake, are hanging by a string right now, okay? Not being put out there, not being evicted out of their place right now. And this is not even the ones on welfare. We're just talking about the regular ones who lost their income during the beginning phases of this pandemic. Okay? They're hanging on a string right now, being getting subsidized or being taken care of by Big Red Daddy Esau. Okay? But now those out there who've actually managed to escape that and who've managed to continue to work right now, Esau, okay, from as commanded from Yahweh Shemi Shai, it's created machines that are now going to do these menial jobs. That was the lifeline for so many Hebrew Israelites in this nation. Okay, continuing here, and it says, "Commit thy works unto the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai, and thy thoughts shall be established. The Lord had made all things for himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil." Okay, and we know how this is going to go. So I'm going to bring another video out, but I'm going to let this one continue to play here. I'm going to bring another video that's going to be showing you what this day of evil is going to go.
Tasks that employees may not want to do anyway. And in some cases, that may help with retention if employees have a little bit more time to tackle tasks that they're needing to do because of the rise of e-commerce or because they're taking on new things. Like at Walgreens, they're using robotic arms, for example, to fulfill prescriptions. And that's coming at a time when pharmacy staffs are taking on a lot of healthcare services like COVID tests and vaccines. So employers say they need to get smarter about the way they use their workforce, and that could change just the day-to-day for workers too.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. The pharmacies are completely overwhelmed right now, so it's an example of how they can help. Melissa, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Okay, and so there you have it right there. Okay, now they're making it look like they're trying to do something that's going to be helping because there's a shortage of worker, which that's been debunked over and over and over because there are people right now that you can see it on LinkedIn. Okay, if you go to the site LinkedIn, okay, that deals with jobs. And people are putting on, they said that they're putting on 40, 50 applications a week and not getting no callbacks. So there is no jobs out there. That's another one of those exceptions, okay, that Esau has brought out there. But particularly you Jakes right there, and he mentioned, okay, administrative tasks and all those things like that. Well, a lot of Jakes are in debt with student loans, okay, to go do what? Do administrative tasks. Most Jakes, when you do get a degree, you work in a job that significantly less than what you invested to go get that piece of paper that says you actually you're slightly above a monkey. All right, and that's a fact. Okay, so you can see here what now while Jake right now is preparing. What are they preparing right now? They're preparing to go party tomorrow night. Okay, it's New Year's Eve. So right now, the women are getting the fresh panties, the new stockings, high heel shoes, the guys are out there they're spending all day, maxing out their credit card and to go book restaurants and trying to go and some Jakes may even bow down to the mandate if you know what I mean, just so they can go inside a restaurant that requires you to bow down to the mandate. They've done that because it's that festive time of the year right now. So they're into that. Let's go. Let's finish up with Proverbs here. This is verse. This is chapter 16, verse uh, 5, and it says, "Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. How about you, Shai? Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. By mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shai, men depart from evil. When a man's way pleases the Lord Yahweh Shai, he make it even his enemies be at peace with him." And a lot of brothers can speak of that when you go then you go do camp. There's many of us do camp by ourselves. We don't have a group. Some of us have not even met another Hebrew Israelite in person. Like, and when I say Hebrew Israelite, I'm talking about somebody who's actually vested in this truth, who's actually truth. I'm not talking about someone that knows a word. I'm talking about actually like another brother there teaching. Some of never met one in real life. So you've only known your brothers actually through video lessons you've seen, lives or an uploaded lesson, and and the comments and they write back to you, but you've never actually met any of your actual brothers. Okay, and it's true. Okay, and that's true for many of us. At least I can say it for me. So I'm going to show you this other video here. And this is more in the spirit that Jake is in right now because they didn't get the memo. Obviously, they didn't read the memo and they're not listening to the memo that's being taught by the watchman. Okay, they need to understand that this goes beyond just a job now. See, Esau's got this. Okay, check this out.
Dynamics preparing to release new robots every 3 to 5 years, and unusual experiments with four-legged robots, as well as other high-tech news in today's one episode. Ghost Robotics unveiled a new version of its robot dog at the U.S. Army Association Conference AUSA 2021. Equipped with a 6.5mm Creedmoor assault rifle, the partially autonomous weapon with a silencer and elements of artificial intelligence help the robot detect threats and can shoot up to 1,200 meters. The Vision 60 robot itself is additionally equipped with day and night cameras. It provides sufficient stabilization of the weapon and is able to continue to perform the task and move even if its sensors have been destroyed. The robot can now only guard a property, but destroy intruders on the spot. Ghost Robotics also showed a variant of its own robot dog with a drone on its back. The Israeli company Rafael Advanced Defense Systems unveiled a new 30mm integrated Samson remote.
Now I'm going to stop it right there for a second here because I wanted to go back, back to Proverbs 16. Go back to Proverbs 16 and 7, and it says, "When a man's ways please the Lord Yahweh shall he make it even his enemies be peace at him." Elder Apostle Taha, Gabah, Ramon, and many of the other brothers from Great Millstones and the other brothers out there that are teaching. You got Yahweh the Maccabees, you got the brother Amuan Abad, okay? You got Mysteries of the Kingdom, the trilogy, okay? Now, of course, I mean, I mentioned it once I'm so survived too, but there are many other brothers out there that are teaching about these dogs. And Mysteries of the Kingdom, the trilogy brings us out a lot, especially and Yahweh the Maccabees, 144 House of David. Okay, and this is true. I'm showing the video to you, Jakes, who might just see this for the first time. Okay, this is what is coming. See, not only is Esau going to put you out of a job, but Esau is going to have robot dogs that you can't shoot at and you can't kill to come and get your ass. Okay, and he's got robot people too. Okay, let's continue to watch this, and I'm going to close this out.
Combat Station. The system is designed to equip light vehicles. Samson is capable of detecting enemy fire and then responding effectively. It's known that the combat system integrated the Spike LR-1 and 2 multi-target guided missiles, as well as the Trophy Active Protection. Inverness demonstrated a new decision-making and tactics training system in VR. Based on the trainee's actions, the instructor can branch out scenarios to escalate or de-escalate a situation and analyze their decision-making skills. The immersive VRDT system combines hardware, scalable software, and a growing library of content.
So, as you can see here, so it goes from, a robot that can, handle a fryer later, for French fries and all that stuff, and maybe do caching and all the other different stuff. Okay, the goody good things that they show you on the news. But when you go to these specific content pages that deals with this stuff, this is where you see what Esau's real intention is, and Esau is going to need it for the simple reason: Yahweh Shai is going to grant his man special powers. Grant his man special powers. Okay. It's not going to be this little sickly, weak body that we have right now. And Esau knows this, and this is what he's preparing for. And Yahweh Shai is giving Esau the time to perfect that because it makes the battle just more fun. Of course, Esau is going to get crushed. Okay, let's go to the book. Let's go over the book of Isaiah 32 and 7. It says, "The instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speak it right." And you can see those lying words. What? There's no workers. Okay, we can't find enough workers. Well, there's social media, LinkedIn, Indeed, and all of that says completely, totally different. Where even Edomites, where Edomite, these are Edomites posting and saying they sent out 50, 60 resumes, highly qualified, and they can't get a job. Many of them saying that they apply for those low level, those low paying job, can't get a doggone job. So we know that those are lying words because why? In order to slightly bring out this device, okay, like robots is going to help you, while you simultaneously develop these killer robots that we just showed you and that we talk about every single day, the Watchmen, okay, Esau's got to have a cover story. And that cover story is A, we've got a pandemic that's ravaging the place, and B, we can't find out people that wants to work. People are just quitting their work. Okay? Now mind the fact that people have to actually ask for exemptions and all the other stuff. See, they don't bring all that stuff out. All right. Because why? His churls are evil. He devises wicked plans for the poor, and he uses lying words to execute those, get those to be executed and accepted by everybody. Okay, so Lord willing, you edify with this very short, brief lesson. I'd like to close it by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders, teachers, and apostles from Great Millstone, to the brothers out there that are putting on the truth fearlessly and faithfully daily, and to you brothers and sisters that are tuning in. Shalom. Okay, Jake, get the memo. Subscribe to channels of the brothers them. Okay, your life is at stake here in Babylon. Shalom.